Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, a bald explorer, and I'm out on another walk. And this time, I'm in Ellesmere with Harriet and Lola. Hello, Harriet.
Hi, Richard.
So, yes, we're in Ellesmere. Now, tell me something about Ellesmere, Harriet.
I don't know that much about Ellesmere, actually. We're in the north of the county again, and it's famous for its mere, which
So,
is
what is a mere?
It's a large lake, isn't it?
That's right, yes. It's now this particular large lake, it's one of the largest, I believe, of 9 meres in Shropshire.
Ah.
And behind us, you probably won't be able to see this terribly well, but there's a little island there that's an artificial island. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
It's an artificial island. It's called Moscow Island.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
It's named after the fact that they built it in 1812, the same year that Napoleon retreated from Moscow.
Oh, right.
And I believe it's famed because it has a whole load of herons on there.
Oh.
Lots of wintering birds come to this mere
No, this side.
to, I suppose, winter here.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful lake, absolutely stunning, with a visitor centre, a restaurant and pub, and they do boating and trips and all the rest of it. So, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a little stroll around and see what's what.
Lovely.
Now, we've done this walk before, haven't we, Harriet?
A long time ago, actually.
Yeah, one of the first walks that we did, if I remember rightly.
I'd say it was at least 5, probably 6 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was very keen when I first met you to get to see more of Shropshire, and this is one of the places that you took me to see. And just look at. Sorry, I'm just have a look at this view over here. You can see that the size and the scale of the place, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Now, an interesting fact I know is these meres are as a result of a jolly great big lump of ice.
Oh, right.
The depression of the ice in the ground is what made the area, and it's one. These meres are not fed by any streams or rivers or anything like that, like the Great Lakes up north are.
Right.
So they're sort of quite distinct. I don't know how deep they are, and I don't know how deep the depression of the glacier was, but it must have been a bloody great piece of ice.
Where are the other meres? Did you find that out?
Well, there's a high concentration of them around here. Let's just go round this way.
Yeah, good idea.
There's a high concentration of them around here, up in the sort of, we're in the north of Shrewsbury, aren't we?
Yeah,
Shropshire.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a little bit here. I'm just going to come out here so we can get to see the mere a bit better. And if you are a birder, you can imagine coming here to spot some of those beautiful wildlife birds would be a perfect place.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to take boats out on here, but
Yeah, because there's a hire boat, isn't there?
oh yeah.
You,
I know
you
they
should
do
bring
trips.
your coracle.
Well, a coracle would be the sort of boat that would be appropriate on a mere, because a coracle is, of course, an ancient boat. But it's so placid, isn't it?
Very.
And the colours, as you can see on this tree here behind us, the colours of autumn as we're filming, it's just spectacular. It's so beautiful. Let's continue our walk. Now, it's going to take probably a good hour, I imagine, to get right the way around. And in fact, last time we couldn't do it, could we?
No, we could get so far. I think it was about halfway, wasn't it? And it was very much blocked off.
Yes.
So whether you can walk all the way around now, I don't know.
Well, it's certainly good for the dog, and of course they permit dogs and other animals. I've just seen something which is a bit odd. Just over here, look.
What's that?
Just going to run over and have a look. Looks like an old barge. It's a bit unusual. Great fun for the kids, I imagine.
Oh, yes, I think it's past the playground, I think.
Oh, part of the playground. Here we are, let's go inside just for a laugh. and poke our heads. I say heads. I've only got the one head, of course. Out through the thing, through the porthole. Yes. Anyway, let's carry on with our stroll.
Yeah. Come on.
The town of Ellesmere behind us is quite a nice town to go and have a look at.
Yeah, an old market town.
Old market town, and it had a castle. I mean, it goes back to that lord, the first Earl of Shrewsbury, Roger de Montgomery, who continually comes up in the history of England.
He was in your Chichester one the other day, wasn't he?
He had land in Sussex,
Yes.
and built castles in Sussex and in Shropshire. Great swathes of land, and of course he didn't do it himself. Obviously, he had his barons to do it for him, and so in Ellesmere there is a castle, or there's the mound of the castle, the motte. It would have been a wooden castle, but it's no longer there today. And here we've just got the edge of the mere on our side, and somewhere on the edge of this mere was a tannery.
Oh.
And that's hardly surprising, probably down at the base of the town, but probably actually more likely to be away from the town, because the tannery would have smelt something rotten. They used urine and stuff to cure the leather in the making.
Urine?
Yeah, you're in luck.
Oh.
Yeah, oh yes, as well as other things. But yes, it was a smelly old business. You get a hide, and you strip off all the innards,
Right.
and the blood, and all the the muscle tissue and all of that. And then you've got to hang it out to dry, and then you put it in water and soften it, and then in order to cure it, and I don't know if cure is the correct word. You then treat it with one of the things was urine, but there were other things as well. And of course, when you've got that in vast numbers, hanging out on special, what would look like sort of clothes horses,
Yes.
would have been very smelly.
Yeah.
But of course, you needed the water to deal with it. Got the guys fishing around. So, as you can see, it is a very beautiful lake. Well, mere. It's not really a lake, it's a mere. And then the walk itself, it goes off on this very leafy path with berries coming out for Christmas. If I just come over here, you can see the berries coming out, and so that kind of brings us more or less to the end of our little stroll. I'm going to end on a view of the walk down here, and say thank you, Harriet.
Thank you, Richard.
For coming out.
Gorgeous day to do it.
Absolutely stunning.
Stunning.
And we'll leave you with the view of the mere at Ellesmere. Now, don't get confused with Ellesmere Port, because that is a completely different place, and sometimes you can get confused, but it's not there. It's here, and when you get away from the hordes of people and the dog walkers and what have you, like those fishermen were, it's very restful.
It's very peaceful, isn't it?
Very peaceful.
Lovely bulrushes.
Oh yes, lovely. So, until the next time, thanks so much for watching, and do leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. From Harriet and I and Lola, who is now running around doing her own thing.
Chasing squirrels.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.